In December, we lost 2,300 euros over the whole month. Yes, it was a tough month, completely in drawdown. Last night, in a single night from around 6 in the evening until the next morning today, we recovered 2,200 euros in just one day. This isn't luck, it's exactly what my systems were designed for. And if you turn off the bots during tough times when you're in drawdown, clearly you'll never see any of this. Welcome everyone, I'm Andrea, your automated trader. And if you like what I do, leave a like on the videos and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next content I publish. As I was saying, in December we lost 2,300 euros. It was a bad, messy month, the markets weren't trending, and so we couldn't make a profit. It's one of those months when you always get those comments. Turn off the system, the market has changed, you won't be able to make money anymore. It's better if you stop, you need to reduce your risk. Obviously, I didn't change anything. I kept the system running with the preset risk because I knew very well that sooner or later the time would come when it would recover everything. Last night, the market became directional, clean, without noise. It picked a direction and moved that way for the entire session. Exactly the kind of scenario for which almost all my experts were created. Let's take a look at the trades we made last night. The first one we did was on the pound dollar, where we made 300 euros. Then we did another one on the euro dollar with over 800 euros in profit, one on gold, again more than 800 euros in profit. And then the last one this morning on gold with just 200 euros. This was kind of the cherry on top because the bulk of it was done last night anyway. Let's take a look at the first one, the one on pound dollar. So let's open the chart and see that this trade basically closed almost right at the highs. As you can see there, in the first part of the day, we tried to sell, but that actually represents the stop loss for our trade, which then went long. So as you can also see visually, the risk-reward ratio of this trade was extremely high, right? Because the stop is small, since it goes from the blue arrow to the lower red arrow, while the trade then closed at the upper red arrow, so with a truly incredible return, right? These are systems that operate right at the session close, so they allow you to achieve these very high returns. Now let's take a look at the one on euro dollar, which is similar to the other. Here too we can see that we captured practically the entire move that started in the morning and ended in the evening. We didn't close exactly at the top because there was this spike that went even higher and then came back down. But even here, the stop was actually smaller than the one on the pound, so we had an even higher risk-reward ratio. Here as well, you can see that it was an excellent trade and we closed at the right moment because after that, the market went down. Let's take a look at what happened with gold. So the trade that was opened yesterday, this strategy is one that works on the breakout of the previous day's highs and operates with a fairly significant level of risk. It's not compulsive scalping, it makes trades, but not a lot, maybe one a week. But when it does so at the right moment, just like it did yesterday. Here we can see the movement started yesterday. We have the first trade, which is the one that made 800 euros. And then during the night, there was still a lot of strength. So we opened another position, obviously smaller, because that's exactly how it's planned in our expert strategy. And that one also turned a profit. So the result from last night's trading was about 2,200 euros. In one night, we managed to recover an entire month's worth of drawdown. This is the real strength of the system I'm building that I'm using. Now, what you need to understand if you really want to do automated trading at a certain level is that performance is not linear, it's not a straight line, it's not constant, and it's not daily. The system basically builds up pressure, it struggles, it suffers even more. But then at a certain point, it explodes and recovers all the previous drawdowns. If you turn off the expert during drawdowns, obviously you miss out on the explosion. If you reduce the risk, then you also end up reducing the recovery. If you start tinkering, let's say in general, you end up ruining all the statistics behind what you've done. I don't know when the right night will come, but I do know that sooner or later, that night or that day will definitely arrive. It's always been like this in the backtest. It happened the same way during the period I used the system live, so this is actually expected. And it's precisely these moments that remind you why you shouldn't touch anything. Usually, the difference between those who make money with automated trading and those who lose isn't the system, it's just resilience. Everyone can handle it when they're making money. Few stick around when losses start, and almost no one still has the system running when it's really time to make a big comeback. I don't touch the bots, I don't change the settings, I don't reduce the risk, I simply stay in until the very last trade. This is real automated trading. It's not entertainment, it's not about dreams, it's just statistics. And Well, of course, having nerves of steel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos I'll publish, and let me know in the comments how your trading went last night and if you also made good profits with this big directional market we had yesterday.